the only useful props will be a cushion of some sort, which could be a pillow or a cushion. It could be like a folded up blanket, and blocks. So if you have 2 blocks, you have something squishy. And if you don't have anything squishy, you could always double up your mat. It's going to be to pad your knees and also potentially to boost your hips up. So we're going to start seated. And today we're going to focus on looking for a meditative quality to practice. I'm going to invite you to consider what it would be like to pay attention and notice if your mind starts wandering. And if you notice it, just gently letting go of whatever is pulling you away from where you are now and coming back to the present. And I'm not going to give you anything in particular to focus on. You can focus on the movements. You can focus on what you're feeling. It's up to you. You could focus on just a gentle awareness of everything around you, everything you're experiencing. The 7th limb of yoga, which we are starting to look at this week, is dhyana, which is meditation. Before we head into Shavasana, if there's enough time, we're going to practice a short little meditation. So wherever you are, if you'd like to come into what for you is a comfortable seat, you can sit any way you'd like. And then bring your arms out to kind of hover a little bit to the sides. Lift your right arm, swim it back behind you, and you might follow your hand with your gaze. Swim it up and over, and then bring it down, kind of crossing your body. And if you're sitting like I am, you might bring your hand to your knee. You might bring your fingertips to the floor. You might hover there. And then bring your left arm behind you and do the same thing with your left arm so that you're coming into this twist. You might even come into a little bit of an arched back. Swim it up and over, and then it'll be crossing your other arm, reaching over. Then repeat and just continue doing this. So we're going to be doing movements that are repetitive and slow today in the hope that that brings about kind of a condition where you can find more of a meditative quality in your practice. And as you're moving like this, notice if you're holding your breath, can you breathe freely and fully? So sometimes using our breath in conjunction with our movements can be a really nice way to find that anchor for our focus. Take just a little longer to finish this up, maybe once or twice more on each side. And when that feels complete, come back to center and find a way to sit in a kneeling position that works for you. So if you need to use cushions to boost yourself up, that's fine. That can be really nice. Sometimes it can be nice to just place a cushion between your bum and your feet. And then grab one of your blocks and hold your block between your hands. Rest it down on your lap. And then drop your chin to your chest. Start to round through your back. So you're really curling yourself into a smaller shape, dropping your head down as you do this. And then, if it feels okay to you, you might slide your block forward, sliding your forearms on your legs, and bring your forehead or the top of your head somewhere between your eyes and the crown of your head to your block. And you might be holding your block on your lap. You might drop that block down onto the floor and continue in that kind of actively curling your body. So you're hollowing out your the front of your body here, drawing yourself into this rounded shape. And then begin to relax yourself back, uncurling. You can release your block, come back up to an upright position. Bring your hands to your hips. Maybe your thumbs come to your top of your sacrum, and then begin arching through your back gently, maybe lifting your chin, coming into as much of a back bend here as feels useful to you. And then move between these two. So we normally do sort of a cat cow here. This is kind of rather than a cat, it's more of a combination of cat and rabbit. But come into whatever version of it works for you, curling your body into that rounded shape, dropping your chin down. And make sure you're moving at your own pace. So you might pause in each position for a few breaths. But if you have a lot more energy, you might move more quickly. Take your time finishing that up. And the next time you're heading towards rabbit, that rounding forward position, come into child's pose. Child's pose, whatever version of child's pose works for you. You can have your knees wide or they could be together. You might rest your head on a block or on your forearms. And as you're in child's pose, if it works for you to pay attention to your breath, you might consciously deepen your breath, maybe bring a little bit of constriction to the back of your throat so that you're practicing ujjayi, that gentle, quiet breath that you can hear